He began selling Japanese running shoes from the trunk of his car in 1964. That year, he made $8,000. Today, his company is a multi-billion empire that has become one of the biggest fashion brand in the world. Phil Hampson Knight is an American billionaire businessman, known as the co-founder of Nike. He was born in 1938 in Portland, Oregon. His father, Bill Knight, was a lawyer, turned newspaper publisher. Knight grew up in the Portland neighborhood of Eastmoreland, and attended Cleveland High School. Later, he graduated in business administration at Stanford Business School in 1962. At that point, he felt lost in life, but he was passionate about running. His most powerful dream and ambition was import high-quality and low-cost running shoes from Japan into the American market. In 1962, right after graduation, Knight set out on a trip around the world, during which he made a stop in Kobe, Japan. It was there that he discovered Tiger brand running shoes, manufactured by the Onitsuka Company, now known under the name Asics. Impressed by the quality and low cost of the shoes, Knight called Mr. Onitsuka, who agreed to meet with him. By the end of the meeting, Knight had secured Tiger track shoes distribution rights for the western United States. He borrowed $50 from his father to pay 12 samples of Tiger track shoes, to be delivered to his home in Portland. Unfortunately, the samples would take almost a year to be shipped. During that time, he found a job as an accountant in Portland. When Knight finally received the shoe samples, he mailed 2 pairs to Bill Bowerman, a coach of the University of Oregon, hoping to gain both a sale and an influential endorsement. Bowerman not only ordered the shoes, but also offered to become a partner with Knight. The two men agreed to a partnership by handshake on January 25, 1964. Blue Ribbon Sports was born. First company employee was his friend Jeff Johnson. Johnson was a successful salesman who helped Knight build a business in California and the East Coast. However, Knight struggled with banks for loans to buy stock for the growing Blue Ribbon. Plus, they worked against competitors like Adidas. He quit his job as an accountant to work as an accounting professor. He wanted more time for Blue Ribbon, and the move paid off. Sales reached $150,000 in 1968 and $300,000 in 1969. Knight became full-time CEO and left the job as professor. Business was doing well, but he continued to struggle with banks and Onitsuka. He conflicted too often with Onitsuka and eventually found alternative factories and producers for his shoes. Onitsuka tried to bring in other distributors. Knight sidestepped everything by producing soccer shoes for football in a new factory in Mexico. It was not a breach of contract with Onitsuka, because the contract specified only track shoes in the U.S. Knight then used the conflict with Onitsuka to start his own brand with the Mexican factory. It was the beginning of the company we all know today. Jeff Johnson came with the idea for the name. It came to him in the night when he had a dream and saw Nike, the Greek goddess of victory. In 1971, Knight paid $35 to the graphic design student Carolyn Davidson, who came up with the idea of the swoosh. In June, the logo was registered with the U.S. Patent Office. In 1980, when the company went public, she received 500 shares. From that day on, the company grew each year, until to become a giant name in the sportswear industry. Today, Nike is a multi-billion company and at the time of this production has almost 80,000 employees and a turnover of $40 billion. Phil Knight is worth today more than $60 billion. He wrote the fascinating autobiography Shoe Dog. He wanted to inspire people with his journey as an entrepreneur. He wanted to show people that obstacles should never, ever hold you back. Thanks for watching and please consider to subscribe to the channel for more inspirational stories like this one. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up, and comment down below the name of a successful person you want to hear about. See you in the next video.